Good morning, class. So today we will be covering the purpose of practical work, types of practical work, benefits, reporting, and safety in practical work. So the purpose of practical work is to enhance understanding, develop skills, encourage curiosity, promote engagement, and prepare students for life applications. So the types of practical work that we have demonstration experiments. This is where I, as the teacher, show you guys the concepts while I do it. And we also have laboratory experiments. This is where you as learners do hands-on work, where you perform experiments in the lab, either individually or in groups. We also have field work. This is where we do observations and data collection outside the classroom. We also have investigations. This is led by you students. We also have stimulus and technical practical work, just to name a few. We also have benefits of practical work. So the benefits of practical work is that it improves comprehension and retention of concepts. Of course, if you do something practically, you're more likely to remember it than when it is told to you or just taught to you in the classroom. It also builds scientific thinking and analytical skills. It encourages teamwork and collaboration because you are most likely to just work in groups when we are doing this practical work. It also develops motor and technical skills. It stimulates interest and motivation in science and related subjects. It prepares for careers in STEM health and technical fields. Practical work is very important just to prepare you for what is to come in the future, because doing, like I said, doing something practically is better than being told about it and just hearing about a concept, other than just doing it in person and finding out about the concept by yourself in the practical work. And then we have reporting of practical work. Learners often need documents in their practical work. For instance, when you do field practicals, you have to come back and do like a report on what you've been doing or what you did on that field observation or whatever that you'll be doing on that practical. So in the reporting, you would need the title of the experiment, what the objective of the main of the experiment was. You would need the apparatus or materials that were used. You would also have to report on the procedure or method of the experiment, the observations. This is what you have observed and the results of the experiment or practical. And you would also need analysis, which is discussion about the practical, and then conclusion and evaluation of the practical. So we also have safety in practical work. So listing or going through the types of practical work, we have the field practicals. We also have laboratory experiments, where now safety comes in. When you are going to the lab, you have to make sure that we carry out the proper safety measures to make sure that everyone is kept safe during the experiment. So safety is essential in any practical activity to prevent accidents or injuries. The key safety features include following the teacher's instruction carefully, using protective equipment, of which you guys see when we do the practicals. We sometimes have to wear the goggles. Also labeling and handling chemicals, of which we hardly do, but when you're in the lab, you need to manage or make sure that you handle the chemicals in the lab very, very carefully to avoid injuries. There's also knowing the emergency procedures, maintaining cleanliness while you are doing the practical, especially in laboratory experiments or practicals. And there's also proper storage of maybe whatever that you will be using in the practical. So yes guys, covering this topic gives us a broader idea of what practical work is all about. So I'm sure going forward we will know what to expect when we are diving into practical work or when we have to do a practical activity. So we will see each other guys soon. Bye for now.